Alright guys, so today we are showing off the Super Trunks and Super Vegeta. They are kind of just like a worse version of the Goku and Gohan. They definitely hit harder, but I mean, a free-to-play unit is only meant to hit so hard, if you know what I'm saying. Like, a summonable unit will definitely hit harder, but the Goku and Gohan, they're still good because they're a support unit, they have great defense. These guys are just kind of generic free-to-play hard hitters, which are never really the best, but we're gonna break them down. So they give Vegeta family 2 key, HP attack and defense 50%, so I do think they could get an easy A as part of like part 2. When this comes out, they might have already announced it, I don't know. I'm recording this a little bit in advance. So they raise attack and cause supreme damage to enemy, which is fine. They have attack and defense plus 70% at start of turn, and they weaken regeneration. So like, this is another way that Goku and Gohan are better, because they do give themselves the 70% total, but at the start of turn they give themselves 50, and then they give the entire rotation 20. So that's another reason I think they're better. And then the exchange, we'll get to that in a second. Their links, they have Super Saiyan, Royal Lineage, Golden Warrior, the Saiyan Lineage, Soul versus Soul, Prepare for Battle, and Shattering the Limit. And their links don't change, and they only have one attack link, so... And their categories are on Vegeta's family and full power, and Android/Cell Saga. We're going to be showing them off on full power and Vegeta's family. And then we're going to go over to their exchange. And then Super Trunks, he only raises his attack for 1 turn, so he doesn't stack it. He gets attack and defense plus 120% at the start of turn, attack and defense minus 10%, no more than 80% with each turn passed. So, let's say you come to the Legendary Goku event and you transform with this guy as soon as you can. By the end, he's going to have 40% attack and defense. That's not good, by the way, if you're curious if that's good. It's not. The links don't change, still only 1 attack link, and their categories don't change. So they're definitely okay. We're going to be showing them off here right now, at least on the full power team. Here they do have an attack support. They don't have any key support, because Metal Cooler gives 30% attack to all allies, but he gives 2 key to extreme types, is how he works. So... let's see what they're at here. This is their first attack. Remember, they do stack attack on Super. Because this is a Broly team, we can run Turles. I'm recording, correct? Yes, I am. Alright. This could hurt a little bit. Last rotation, we did finish off the Super Saiyan 1. That's why we're on Super Vegeta. Alright, starting off at 790,000 isn't that bad, because they do stack attack, and we have support, so I guess it might be, you know. Their best team is definitely going to be Vegeta's family, you know. Just like pretty much every unit who's on that team. Like, if you're on the Goku's family team or the Vegeta's family team, that's probably your best team. We're just gonna go on and finish this off here just because, you know, there's not much HP left. There's no way we can let Vegeta survive this rotation. So next rotation we do have the Super Vegeta and Super Trunks with Turles. And they will have their only attack link active, which is Super Saiyan. But let's see what they get to here. Actually, I think I could transform here, but I don't know. Should I? Actually, no, I'm going to keep Turles on rotation with them, and then I'm going to keep someone with the Super Saiyan link floating. So that way they can continuously stack their attack. Yeah, I'm going to do this. So now they can just keep stacking up their attack, and then once we get close to the end of the fight, we can... I'm not sure how I feel about Turles taking hits here. I'm actually going to use an item. I'm scared. But once we get closer to the end of the fight, we can have them use their active skill, and then with Turles on rotation, as well as, like, someone with a Super Saiyan link, and they'll have stacked their attack a lot. They're going to have 120% attack and defense. They could get pretty high. It just depends on how many supers we get them. Alright, now they're 870,000, because they do have more support here, and they've stacked their attack. I think I might just give them 1 more attack stack, and then the turn after that, I'll probably transform, because I'm not sure how much longer we can either survive one, or make this last. Because we're either going to beat it pretty quick, or we're going to die pretty quick. Alright, yep, Broly just decided we're going to beat it pretty quick. Because next rotation we're already going up against God, aren't we? Yeah. We might even... yeah, just to make sure we get to see it, we're going to have to use the active skill next rotation. So they will have only got to stack their attack twice. It is kind of scary to have the Int Vegeta here. I don't even really know why I brought him, I just kind of felt like it. If Gohan would have gotten an 18 key, he probably would have finished this off. I'm not going to lie. He was 1 key shy. Because remember, my Gohan does have a dupe, and he's getting extra attack from Cooler. And this is a 170% team, so That could have been pretty gross. He's still at 2.3 million with the 12 key super. Okay. Okay, it's not like he's rainbowed. He has one. Okay, nice crit. Alright, we're going to use the active skill next rotation and see where they're at. Because I think they could be pretty high. Now, yep, Broly's going to transform. This time I'm going to put... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to put Trunks in the first slot. No, we got Turles to transform. That is awful. That is so bad. So now they have no support. I forgot that Turles could even transform. Okay, well, it's just ruined everything. Whatever, we're just... I can't even get him a super. Alright, here we go. They're not going to get to attack. I put Broly in the first... This sucks. Turles is the worst card in the game, by the way, if you're curious. Like, I wonder who the worst card in the game is. It's Turles. You know, pretty easily Turles. If he didn't have a transformation, he would be the best card in the game, but because he does, he's the worst by a mile. Broly, just give me a normal? Okay, don't give me anything else? Okay. That's very rare for Broly, but I'm glad that he did that. And now... Okay, well, this is going to hurt if we die. Could you imagine? Please don't die. Oh, that hurt. Alright, we're down to 700,000 again because there's no support here. Hopefully I floated off Metal Cooler, but I'm not sure if I did. Okay, I did. Okay, so we're going to transform next turn. And we're going to definitely use an item here, because, God, that would suck if we died. We're also going to use an Ox King. And then I'm going to throw Gohan in the first slot, because Gohan is by far the best defensive here. I'm also going to try not to get supers, but Gohan is insta-supering. But I cannot give the one with type disadvantage a super, so I'm sure that'll help a lot. Alright, Gohan and Broly, please no crits or anything. Okay, Gohan dodged. That's going to trigger some people that I gave my Gohan dodge. He has level 3 dodge. And I've seen it probably like 10 times, so I don't know. I don't regret it. Alright, this is going to do nothing at all, by the way. This is legitimately going to do double-digit damage. Yep, 108 damage. That was a super from, you know, the boss of a semi-new Dokkan event. Last stage just did... Okay. Gohan is kind of crazy. Alright, nice. No more additionals? Okay. Well, it was a normal, so we're fine. Okay, so next rotation we actually can get a look at Super Trunks. So he will have 120% attack and defense. He will have stacked a few times. And we will make sure he has the Super Saiyan link. So... yeah, he doesn't get anything extra from being next to Metal Cooler, so we are just gonna do this here. Vegeta just says bye, and then Trunks flies right past him. Okay, Ultra Trunks, here he is. Then we can get him that super. What's his defense at? 58k. Definitely nowhere near the defensive power of, like, the Gohan after the Goku and Gohan transform, but still pretty good. And his final attack stack that we're gonna see on the full power team is 1.2 million. Okay. So for the full power team, that's not bad. His super attack is pretty good too. Alright. So we're actually going to go over to the Vegeta family team, see what they look like over there. We'll be back in a second. Alright, so we're back here. We're on the Vegeta's family team. They've gotten about 2 stacks of their super attack off. But right now we do have the rotation that we wanted, so we are just going to go. So first we're going to have the Vegeta retreat, and we're going to have Trunks come on in. So with 2 super attack stacks, we're going to have LRB Pan's active skill as well as the Trunks support, as well as his little support that he gives on his super. I think it's like 30% to all allies after he supers. So we're going to get that as well. So this should be a pretty high number. I don't know what I'm expecting. Maybe over 1 million for sure. I'm going to say 1.4 is my final guess. Let's see. That's what this Trunks is at. He's a support unit, so maybe I was a little undershooting him? I don't know. His attack stat is kind of low. 1.8, okay. 1.8 million from this free-to-play unit is actually really good. Even with B-Pan's active skill active? That's insane. Okay. So he hits... How much are you going to take from this? That's a real thing. There's no defensive items active. Okay. Alright, I see you. So LRB Pan, you can use her on this team. I wouldn't use her very often just because, you know, she's not on the category, and that's just how I work. But if you want to, you really could use this as a rotation. and it would work relatively well. Like, that Trunks is not a weak unit by any means, so, I mean, feel free to run that unit, because I didn't expect him to get to 1.8, okay. So, I don't know what I was expecting. This Trunks definitely did hit harder than the Youth Gohan. But the Gohan, actually, when he transforms, he's just supposed to be a hard hitter, too. That's why I wouldn't transform with that unit, because if you transform with the other unit, it's just a worse version of this card. But if you don't, this card is just a worse version of that other one, if that makes any sense. But definitely very good. I was very surprised by how high that was. So, very good unit. I would say this one, if you're not one who grinds cards very often, you should probably grind this card just in case they get an easy A. But I would say it is definitely more important to grind up the Goku and Gohan than the Vegeta and Trunks. But anyways, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please consider leaving a like, a comment, subscribing to the channel. My name has been Blah, and I will see you guys next time.